Morning, besties. It is Kate here. I have finally got round to posting on my YouTube. If you know me, you know I made a YouTube account like last year, and I've literally just never got around to posting on it. So I thought, we have just pulled up at the gym and it is lower, and I thought we would make my answer some get to know me questions, and yeah, have my pre-workout together and then go train. Not that you're coming with me, but you get the gist. So we're going to make my pre-workout first so I can be sipping on it whilst I answer questions. So we have got I'm not really a pre-workout kind of girl, but I have been having the ESN Crank Pump Pro in cherry, because if you know me, cherry is my favourite flavour. The only issue with this, I literally had this yesterday and it did not look that crusty. The only issue with a pump pre-workout, why are they so grainy? I feel like I have to hold my nose whilst I drink it, and I feel like I have to chew. I'm pretty sure it's it is. So it's 2 scoops of this to get the blood pumping. So actually it'll be a good distraction talking to you guys whilst I drink my pre-work. Like, why is it so clumpy? The shade. And then I do leave that to sit just for literally 2 minutes. So we've got all my questions. It was kind of just, I asked on Instagram just for a few questions, just like a get to know me kind of sit down vibe for my first video, and then we'll get into the fun stuff shortly. So the first one was, how old are you? So I'm 24, I'm 25 in February, which makes me an Aquarius. Not that I pay any attention to star signs, but yeah, I'm an Aquarius. Leading off the back of that, I did get asked if I find it difficult to not compare my life to that of others within like a similar age category. And not to get like deep within the first 2 minutes, but sometimes it is like difficult to not compare like where you're at to those of the same age. Like often, like I'm still living at home, I'm not married, I'm not pregnant, like, do you know what I mean? And as we get older, a lot of people that I've been going to school with or whatever have moved out, got married, got engaged, got pregnant, and it can be not difficult to not compare, but you do sometimes just find yourself just naturally comparing. But I'm happy, so no, I don't tend to. I used to be bad. I used to really compare my life to others. I used to compare my body to others, like all of that kind of jazz, but we're all individuals at the end of the day, and I've learned that now. So yeah, no. What are some things you want to achieve in the next few years? Ooh. Should I just say number 1 straight away? Honor Active affiliate? Chrissy? No, but yeah, so since being at the gym, that has probably been a huge goal of mine. It's just get noticed by the Honor team, to be honest. But like away from the gym, to continue building like my business, which is obviously gym related, but to continue growing my business, which is my coaching business, both in person and online, to go on more holidays. I mean, me and Patrick do go on a lot, but more, you can never have enough holidays, can you? And to just live life. Like, I feel like people forget that life is actually really short. So say yes. Do you know what I mean? Say yes to plans. Like, I never say yes to plans. I always think of excuses. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Like, I feel like that's majority. We'll go with that. Leading off the back of that, someone asked me, what do I do for work? So a lot of people actually don't know, but so my main job is a personal trainer. I am a personal trainer. I'm self-employed at a gym in my little town, which I absolutely love. It is the best community I've ever witnessed in a gym, and I feel incredibly like grateful to be part of it. Alongside obviously my in-person coaching, I do online too. And then as well as that, I do actually work at a Gundog Kennels. So I've worked there now probably for about 6 years, and I kid you not, I love it. It is such a fun part of my day. Like, I only work there 2 days a week in the mornings, but to spend 4 hours with just dogs is my idea of heaven. So yeah, I work at a Gundog Kennels, and I love it. It keeps me sane. And because my job is obviously so sociable, I'm always talking to like other people and coaching other people, to have that like 8 hours in a week where I can just like switch off, like not talk to anyone apart from dogs. It is perfect. Next, so what got me into the gym? So I've not always been a gym girly. I'm not one of those that has been training for 8, 9, 10 years. I actually saying that, how long ago was COVID? Because was COVID 8, 9, 10 years ago? No, surely not. Anyways, I just make myself laugh all the time. I've been going to the gym since like mid-COVID, but when I say that, obviously I don't mean going, because we couldn't go, but my mum was like crazily into the gym, and during COVID she kind of turned our shed into like a gym. When I say a gym, it had like your basic equipment, like a treadmill, a rower, a bike, weights, all that kind of jazz. My focus was kind of get skinny. That, like, being genuinely honest, that was like my focus. Whereas then as we came out of COVID, I met my now boyfriend. So he works at a gym, he's a duty manager at a gym, and he got me a membership there. Well, didn't get me, persuaded me to get a membership. And that's where I was kind of like introduced to like the strength side of it. So yeah, probably about 4 years. Seriously, probably the last 2. But like, I've always enjoyed it. It's just my goals obviously have changed since 4 or 5 years ago. I'm no longer wanting to be the smallest version of me. I'm wanting to be the strongest. Next, yeah, so basically people have asked me what my training split is, but I paired it with a lot of people were like, what are your current goals and all of this. So my training split at the minute has just changed as we come up to a competition. So my training split at the minute is 1 lower strength, 1 upper strength, 1 high rock strength, 1 high rocks conditioning, and then 3 runs, which sounds crazy, but I do have 2 double training days. And I find my body copes quite well with that split. I have just recently changed from 3 strengths to taking 1 strength away and popping it in for the high rock strength. But yeah, so leading off the back of that, obviously I have a high rocks competition in Dublin with my best mate Emma. We're doing a women's doubles in Dublin, which I'm so excited for. And then I have just booked, which I'm so scared for, Manchester singles in January. And I'm scared, but I can do it. It gives me something to work towards. And I always refrain from doing things which is like where I've got to carry myself through it, if that makes sense. So like single competitions scare the shit out of me, like running races, all that kind of jazz. So I just booked Manchester and we can regret it later. But yeah, next goals. So someone also asked like, what's your next goals? It's just to like step out of my comfort zone a little bit more, like do things that scare me but also give me like a purpose, if that makes sense. So like Manchester High Rocks scares the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie, but like I'm so excited to prove to myself that I can do it and just watch the opportunities it kind of opens for me. Top tips for enjoying running. Well, you're asking the wrong person, because currently I'm in a mind block with running, but I started from the very bottom when it comes to running. Like, I could not run for longer than 5 minutes. It's like when I was at school, we used to do, I always remember, we used to do this awful, what even is it called? Like just different kinds of running. Like we did fartlek, interval and continuous. And I remember the continuous running was like 20, 30 minutes of continuous running, and I used to dread it every time. I would think of a sick note or whatever to get me out, but I would be puffing. Like I really could never run. Whereas now, I ran my longest distance the other week. I did 18k, and I kid you not, it's probably my greatest achievement to date. Like I was so proud of myself when I did that. But top tips for enjoying running, I'd probably say, like, don't take it so seriously. Like, enjoy it. Run how you enjoy. Like, it's always so much pressure to cover a specific distance or do a distance in a specific time. Like, take the pressure off. Like, do what you're capable of doing and just keep bettering that each week, rather than like comparing what you see on social media to you. Like, running is hard because it is so up and down. Like, there's never really a week where I've ticked off all 3 of my runs and thought, oh my god, all 3 of those felt good. Like, it's very rare. But that is why so many people give up, because it's difficult to, it is difficult. I've just realised I've not even started drinking my pre-workout. I'm just there chatting. Watch me heave at the graininess of this. Yeah, my top tip would be don't take it so seriously. How do you do your slick back buns? Well, right, well, first of all, I will say, girls, stop slicking back your hair. You're damaging it. Look how bold I'm going. But with that being said, I'm literally sat with a slick back bun. I did tell myself I was stopping, and I did tell myself I was just using a claw clip. However, as you can tell, didn't last very long. So, slick back buns, very simple. I literally just use a conditioner or a hair oil. I never use gel. And I use one of those long brush things to like flatten down the edges, if that makes sense. But girls, please stop slicking back your hair. It's damaging. Favourite holiday destination? As a whole, Greece. Greece is our favourite. We love Greece. We've actually just got back from Rhodes. Well, I say just, in May. It's now September, Kate, sort it out. But we just got back, we went to Rhodes in May, and then we are also going to Crete next month, October. I don't think I could pick a favourite Greek island. I do love Rhodes. Rhodes, probably. Just get me out of England. Get me out of rainy England. With that being said, though, you can see the sun. But I just don't think it's here to stay, unfortunately. Oh, this was a fun one. What is your ride or die on an outfit? Well, how could I pick just one? But this track jacket set, I'm obsessed with. For like out of the gym. However, I am obviously wearing it today because it was a bit chilly. But I am wearing, I don't think you're going to be able to see because of the sun. Oh, I am wearing Racing Green Soft Motion. I fear I'm a soft motion girly now. I do love Racing Green Soft Motion set and my Cloud Blue Soft Motion set. I fear are my two favourites. However, I do love a soft motion straight leg. The red ones are unreal. I fear I couldn't pick just one. For now, we'll go with the Racing Green and the Cloud Blue. I do love a blue set. Oh, and that Glaucus. Is that how you say it? Blue? I love that. Obsessed with that, actually. We'll say they're my top 3. And this, so top 4. Death row meal. Okay, I'm sat. I am sat. This is my favourite question. If you're a client of mine watching these, which I kind of hope you're not, but if you're a client of mine watching this, you'll know this is my favourite question to ask, if not in the consultation, in the first session. But my death row meal would probably be, I'm basic by the way, starter, a garlic bread with mozzarella, pizza bread, not like a baguette, garlic pizza bread with mozzarella, main, guess, spag bowl, with linguine, not spaghetti, so a linguine bolognese, delicious, no mushrooms in the bolognese, with red Leicester cheese, just to switch it up, so no parmesan, no mozzarella, red Leicester cheese. Dessert, again, I am as basic as they come. I would pick chocolate fudge cake, warm, with like a Ben & Jerry's caramel choo-choo ice cream. Scoop of that on top. Let it melt in. Oh my god. It's literally 8:30 and now I want that. Oh my god. That is all my questions. And I've still got half of my pre-workout. I need to just drink this, don't I? It's the texture. But yeah, that is all my questions. A little get to know me. I am going to go and train lower now. This is my lower strength session. And today is our double training day. So I've got lower strength this AM and then I've got a functional high rocks session this evening. Which I'm hoping I can get onto a class so I don't have to do it by myself. But we'll find out later. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for some more exciting videos. And yeah, happy Tuesday. See you later.